Hello everyone, my name is Craig Adler. I'm a retired certified financial planner. I'm also sometimes known as the Angry Financial Planner. I am angry because we have made personal finance far too complicated. I have started this channel to address that concern. If you are on this journey with me, please support the channel by subscribing. Today, I'm going to be answering the question, what is the primary key to financial security, and what are the 5 reasons we find it so incredibly difficult to achieve that goal? To get started, I do need to ask you 2 questions. The first question is, when you were single, did you have or did you consider having roommates? The second question is, how important do you think that question is to your financial security? Here is my answer to that question. I signed my first lease when I was 23 years old. At that time, a 1-bedroom apartment was $650 a month. I realize that might not seem like a lot of money today, but I was signing that lease 40 years ago, and at that time, $650 a month felt like a small fortune. Rather than signing a lease on a 1-bedroom apartment, what I did was I signed a lease on a 3-bedroom apartment, and I immediately found 2 roommates. This reduced my monthly rent by $300. That $300, when I left that apartment 10 years later, had grown to $49,000. Forecasting that out into retirement, that $49,000 has become $317,000. For those of you that like to see and review the calculations and the assumptions, go ahead and pause the video on this slide and you can review that information in as much detail as you would like. Putting these numbers into perspective, the median net worth of individuals in their 60s today is $447,000. What that means is that one decision and that one decision alone to have roommates would increase the median net worth of most retirees today by over 70%. Yes, I do believe that was a critical decision, and I also believe the dollar amount involved was quite significant. I don't want a single person watching this video to think what I am suggesting is that we should all have roommates. That is a very personal decision that will work incredibly well for some, will be a terrible decision for others. But what I am saying is this: we need to recognize when we are making critical financial decisions, and we need to be able to evaluate those from a financial perspective. This is the only way we can make informed decisions, and when it comes to money, informed decisions are the only types of decisions we should be making. Unfortunately, this is not happening as often as it should. Here are the 5 reasons so many of us struggle to achieve financial security. Reason number 1, we make critical financial decisions very early in life. First apartment, first car, first house, first spouse. We make these decisions very early in life when we have very limited experience in personal finance. This does not lead to ideal decision making. Reason number 2, the financial impact of these decisions are going to stay with us for decades and sometimes for the rest of our life. When it comes to money, learning from experience is a very dangerous game. Reason number 3, when we make bad financial decisions, not only do we lose money, but we lose something of equal importance, and that is time. Here is an analogy. You decide to run a marathon and you end up running the fastest race of your life. Your speed is world class. The only problem is you've run the 26 miles in the wrong direction. You now have to run 52 miles just to get back to the start of the race. Unfortunately, this is how too many of us live our financial life. Dave Ramsey has made a small fortune targeting this audience. Reason number 4, too many of us prefer immediate satisfaction over deferred gratification. That is going to have to change if we are serious about financial security. And the 5th and final reason is this: almost all of these problems could be addressed with improvements in financial education and financial literacy. Unfortunately, that is just not happening. Here is the way most of us think about money. These are the types of questions we frequently ask. The questions sound like this: what is the nicest house that I can buy? What is the best car that I can afford? How much money can I spend this year on vacations? When you think about money, if you are always focusing on consumption, your dream of financial security is most likely going to be a fantasy. The key, and the true key to achieving financial security, is financial security needs to be a priority in your life. Not only does it have to be a priority, but it needs to be near the top of that list. We have overcomplicated personal finance. The framework that all of us want to follow is this: we need to keep our personal finance as simple as possible. We need to focus on the long term, and we need to avoid critical mistakes. This is going to be your best path to financial freedom. That, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In the comments, let me know, do you have any questions or any concerns? I will get back to those comments as quickly as I possibly can. And remember, when it comes to our money, it is always better to be educated than angry.